Alan joined as the emergency care support worker. He then became an associate practitioner and now he's on the student paramedic course. In 2016 there were a couple of deaths regarding rough sleepers. At the beginning of 2017, Tim Fellows, our OUM, asked the management team, is there more that we could do to help this group of people? None of us really knew what to do. I knew that Al was already linking in with the local councils with the emergency warnings. So I approached him and asked if he wanted to get involved. He said yes. On our first meeting, we sat down and were like, what's the plan? What do we do? We weren't really too sure. We knew we wanted to reach 3 objectives. 1 was to safeguard the most vulnerable people in our community. 2, to safeguard our staff. We have had a couple of instances of violent homeless people. And 3, potentially to reduce calls, because we can receive multiple calls for one person in a very short period of time. We started off with a blank canvas. We had no idea what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. Alan first decided that he was going to start linking in with the homeless charities, St Mungo's being a prime example, finding their lead, communicating with them, finding out what they do and how we can help them. They were very receptive of this. We then started to look at the calls that we were receiving. Very small part of Brighton, our red 1s, red 2s as they were back then, to see whether they were genuine or whether they were part of the homeless community. That's where it started. Fast forward a year later, we now have an emergency telephone number. A crew go out to a homeless person, they think they're vulnerable or unknown to the system, they can phone this telephone number, leave a message, and hopefully that person will be picked up within a day or 2. And we've had some amazing success stories. I'm going to give you 2 examples. One of them was a young girl, 23 years old, homeless, been missing for 3 days. She'd missed a GP appointment, the GP had contacted the police were now searching for her. A 999 call was made to a young girl collapsed in the street. The crew turned up, realised she was homeless, phoned this telephone number. The person who answered the phone realised that she was the vulnerable missing person and picked her up within the hour. The second one, similar again, 2 people have been recorded missing from the local GP surgery. We picked up both of them within 8 hours. All these people are massively vulnerable for abuse, whether it be sexual or drug abuse, and we've managed to pick them up and safeguard them appropriately. Working frontline in any kind of NHS facility, showing that you care, showing you're professional, showing you want to do your best. Everything that Al's done has basically epitomised all of that. It's put all of that together and focused on one small group of patients, and I think a very important group of patients, especially living and working in Brighton, knowing that more could be done and knowing when I go to bed that more is being done from our trust, and knowing that other people are sitting up and taking notice because of the work Alan has done. Alan truly deserves this award. The amount of work, the time, a lot of his own time that he puts into it, it shows that it is working, and he deserves every plaudit he receives for this. He's starting to receive some great recognition, both internally and externally, and this is just a small part of it. This is just the beginning of a bigger thing.